It's charging up air. It won't be able to fire again for a while.
If we hurry up and sneak past, the enemy will be utterly helpless.
You don't seriously think that, do you?
It's the Royal Guard!
From the other side.
We're surrounded?
We need to stand firm and hold.
Watch my back.
No way!
Just grant us your favor. Flickering blaze, burn! Fireball! Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor! Nurse!
We're done.
Let's have a good time!
This is my style.
Avenge me!
Come on, Wind. Knock 'em Take that!
I can do this!
No way!
That was awesome!
Did we get everyone? Stop zoning out.
I'm sorry.
Patty, maybe you should have stayed back on the ship after...
I'm just gonna keep... Enough with the indecision. We're all friends here. Friends.
My, it's not every day we get to hear you say such...
Shut up!
Okay.
Friends. Patty, what are you... No, I'm caught after all. You...
This one's pretty tough.
Ooh, scary. Hold Caprice, seven us in waters. Is that the best you can do?
Azure Edge!
Is that the best you can do?
Azure Edge!
That was useless.
Azure Edge! I'm just getting started.
Those who obstruct the work of the Knights shall be treated as criminals!
Wouldn't have it any other way.
This enemy doesn't look so nice.
Get ready for anything.
This is power! Smile of wavering darkness! Smile of wavering darkness! I'm using this! Oh, incandescent locust! Annihilate the vulture before me!
Full strike!
Smile of wavering darkness!
I got no time to think.
Just beat him.
I'm not done. How does it look, Rita?
Just like I thought. This formula is protected by a code as well.
Think you can break it?
I said I'd do it or die trying. This has nothing to do with getting us to Miorzo anymore. There's no way in hell I'll let those idiot knights go on using the... Okay, I'll leave this to you. And where are you off to? I'm gonna keep watch down below, just in case... Well then, I'll come along and...
I'm going too. It looks like Patty's cheer.
I hope so. You know, guy's enthusiasm actually kind of scares me.
It's Yuri's influence.
I guess the rest of us will stay here for now.
Yuri himself is as laid back as can be, though.
True.
Looks like it'll be a while before she can crack that code.
Royal Guard, huh? I wonder what those guys were planning to do with the Blastia anyway.
The knights have come back!
We've got to hold our ground here. Hold still. I'll make this quick.
Well then, here come the riffraff.
It seems they're not going to let us rest. They're just waiting for us to get tired. Rita, I shall defend this place. Oh, brilliant angels, grant us Traffic break! Oh, power that tries soul to shine!
The sign of victory!
Okay.
Rita! What are you... We have to destroy him! You worry about the knights! Rita! We're out of time! You can't possibly...
Rita!
Can't possibly what? Do you have no faith in me? Succeed or die try...
We won't give in.
You guys... I will! I'll fix this, and just so you know, I'm
Oh, hell.
Are you joining the Shining Youth Brigade or something?
Looks that way.
We do battle with all our might. This looks like it'll be a long fight.
Don't let your focus slip.
No going through.
This is power!
We can't let anyone through.
I just keep... I stopped!
Rita!
Way to go, Rita!
Well, I'll be.
The knights Knights are pulling back!
Why? Because the Blastia stopped? I wonder what they were trying to do.
Let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. Now we've kept our promise to Tord. Judith, you take it from here.
Okay.
Whoa!
What is that thing?
The door has opened. That is Miorzo, homeland of the Critian people.
It's definitely impressive.
It's as unexpected as a dandelion blooming on the bottom of the sea.
Looks like they won't keep it open for us very long. We should hurry. Baul!
A flying city. Who'd have guessed?
Forget the city. What about that huge thing? It looks like a living creature.
It's a floating jellyfish.
It's an Entelekea, though not one I've spoken to.
Entelekea? How did something like that swallow an entire city?
That I don't know.
I had absolutely no idea.
That's because Miorzo cut off contact with the outside world ages ago.
It's not going to attack us or anything.
Don't worry. As long as Baul is with us, we should be allowed to enter.
Man! Hey, look!
They're all Critians.
Are they welcoming us?
Now this is a surprise. These visitors really are.
Well, well. So it was you who called.
And what is this?
Hey, it's not polite to stare you.
How are such children as yourselves able to come here?
She's talking about you, Patty.
You too, Rita.
Is this monster an Entelekea?
It's Baul.
Oh, you're the one who descended to the Earth some years ago, right?
I believe Judith. Yes, there was something you had to attend to.
Are you about finished? We would like...
Please feel free to do.
He may be out for a walk again, though.
Okay, so they're...
That's actually called rude. You're one to talk, Rita.
All Critians are pretty much like that.
Like what?
Oh, easygoing, unafraid. We are dreamers and optimists.
The Critians who live on the surface are like that too.
Living together with humans, the Critians on the surface have lost some of their naivete.
So is the Elder like that too?
How should I put it? He's the perfect elder.
Sounds like quite a unique individual.
This should be interesting.
The Critians are different than I imagined.
Oh man, I totally agree.
What's so different?
You know, more like... I thought they'd be more like you, Judith.
Yeah, I'm seeing far less skin than I expected. I mean, come on!
So that's what the two of you were looking forward to?
How juvenile.
What are you looking at me for? I was talking about her personality.
Seriously, let's have some decency here.
Is it me, or are you a little disappointed too, Yuri? I'd like to ask the same thing, Yuri.
It's you.
Ah, man.
I never would have imagined there'd be a city in a place like this.
There's so many types of Blastia.
Looks like the Critians really were the ones who created Blastia in the...
Yes, seeing all this Blastia makes...
It sure would be nice if we happened upon a way to do something about your power, Miss Estelle.
Really?
It's not working. It doesn't have a core.
This city has stopped using Blastia. What you see here is what everyone threw out long ago.
Why would they do that?
Because that was the path we chose.
It's been a long time, Elder.
So you were the cause of all this commotion.
These children are humans who are trapped.
This is...
Yes, it's my Bodhi.
I thought that Earth dwellers had stopped using Blastia, like us.
Do you not use the Blastia here because it uses a special formula too?
There are no normal or special types of Blastia. Blastia is made by crushing Apatheia and processing those pieces with technology to produce cores, and through the absorption of air.
Hold it. Cores are made from crushed Apatheia?
Indeed, that is what the stories say. It appears Apatheia was too powerful in its original form. Even without that power, it is a stone more valuable than any precious gem. This is why its power was restrained by breaking it into pieces and carving formulas into it. And thus its numbers were also increased. Our legends tell us that cores were always produced in this way.
A bit ironic, huh?
Yeah, the Apatheia that comes from Entelecheia, who hate Blastia, is necessary to make the very Blastia that they hate.
Maybe Pharaoh didn't tell us about Apatheia because he felt uncomfortable talking about it.
Elder, there are many things I'd like to ask.
We're trying to find out what sort of role Blastia played in ancient times. And if Blastia ever brought disasters to this world, we'd like to know how they might have been stopped. Miorzo must still have some folklore, right? Perhaps you could tell us what you know.
Very well. My home would be a better place to speak of such things. Please go inside and wait for me there.
Hey there! Where are you going?
I was in the middle.
Apatheia, Blastia, air disturbances, Entelecheia. It looks like everything's connected.
We might even see more connections once he's told us the Critian folklore.
The Elder's house is the large building with a differently colored roof than all the others.
Gotcha.
Patty, we're leaving.
Oh yeah, You used to live in Miorzo, Judy?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
What sort of kid were you?
A little shy and overindulged, maybe?
A little shy?
That's hard to picture.
It is beyond imagining, isn't it?
Everyone told me I was a strange child.
Yes, I can see that. A child being called strange by strange people.
She must have been Judy-like since she was little.
I'd like to ask you all exactly what that means to each of you.
Do you think we should really just go in?
He's the one who told us to wait for him here. I guess the Critians really are different.
They don't seem to be in any great rush to get things done, that's for sure.
I know, they certainly are weird, aren't they?
Actually, you're kind of like that.
That's funny, I don't see that at all.
Seems like Patty'd fit right in here too.
Might be nice to live here.
Ah, there you are.
Welcome back.
I've kept you waiting.
Huh?
This is the very means by which the lore of Miorzo is passed on.
But, it's just a wall.
Judith, use the Nagig as you touch the wall. City of Dreams.
City of Dreams, veiled.
What's happening?
Whoa. So the Nagik can do this kind of stuff too.
You know about the Nagig? Through its power and the secret phrase handed down, the wall's true form...
This painting is...
The Kritya, stewards of wisdom, founders of the mighty Garaios, our misbegotten wisdom, has sown only the seeds of ruin. The Blastia we created granted us blessings, but also blighted the air, lifeblood of this world.
Then Rita was right. There were disturbances in the air in the past.
You think this is showing a disturbance in the air?
It looks more like the air is trying to eat the planet.
It is said that a great mass of air threatened to swallow the very planet whole.
The blight grew ever stronger and brought forth a cataclysm. In our terror, we gave a name to the cataclysm, the Autophagos.
Autophago?
The world united to challenge the Autophagos and banish the loathsome power which created it.
Hey, could that be the Entelekea?
It does look a bit like monsters and humans fighting something off together.
Though the Garayo civilization was lost, the Autophagos was quelled in the end. The fact that we are all still here today is evident.
So then, is this painting showing the Autophagos being brought under control?
What is that?
It looks like a large ring.
I can't say.
Hey, what's the last thing it says?
Judy?
Hearing the world's prayers, life faded from the child of the full moon. The Autophagos disappeared into the void.
What?
The world's prayers.
Our world was preserved, but the story shall remain here for generation 240th.
What's that supposed to mean?
There is no further explanation of what each of these phrases may mean. Our ancestors created the Blastia, which led to the downfall of their entire civilization. They then chose to abandon the Blastia and sever their ties with the outside world.
Estelle!
Let her go.
This is all the lore of Miorzo.
Thanks. You've given us a lot to think about.
You know what's helpful? There's this magic cucumber that'll turn any dish into a gourmet meal.
I think we'll pass. Could we trouble you for a place to rest a while? I feel we may need to impose on you until our friend has calmed down.
You are free to use the house next door. No one lives there right now.
Thank you.
Everything the Elder said is true, isn't it?
His interpretation of the murals might not be perfect, but with all he told us, it was very convincing.
We knew this was a global problem once we talked to Pharaoh. He granted us time because he knew how we would react when we saw this.
He probably wanted to show us humanity ain't cut out to handle the situation.
And to make us give up on Estelle.
So everything's just going according to Pharaoh's plan, then? I will not let that happen! Never! I won't give up on her. The Cataclysm? The Autophagos?
If that legend's true, then maybe the power of the child of the full moon isn't the only thing to blame for bringing out the Autophagos.
But what about the hearing the world's prayers, life faded from the children of the full moon part?
Maybe they averted danger by killing the cause of the Autophagos, the children of the full moon.
But wait, aren't the Hermes Blastia the real cause? Can't we just stop those?
It might not be just the Hermes Blastia. That legend made it sound like all Blastia disturb the world's air. Right, Rita?
The Elder said that Blastia are Blastia. There are no normal ones or special ones. I think that means the only thing that's different is how much air each formula uses.
Even the Blastia we're using?
Bodhi Blastia are special, but all Blastia utilize air in a formula. And formulas need air to work. The Hermes technique, the children of the full moon, they're probably only part of the danger. With more and more Blastia, the Autophagos will awaken. This is what the Entelekea are afraid of.
And that's what I was worried about.
I didn't want to admit it. Blastia couldn't be bad. The people who used them for evil were That's what I always believed.
So does that mean we have to stop every Blastia? Like the people here in Myorzo did?
Aye. We should toss every Blastia in the trash. Gotta row our boats with oars, too.
That's impossible. We need Blastia for our everyday lives. Barrier Blastia, Aqua Blastia.
Yeah, you're right.
So, it's...
I couldn't take on a really tough monster if I didn't have this.
Yeah. I wish we could use Blastia without worrying about but I guess that's just a dream.
The Rhizomata formula.
What's that?
All things exist due to the sublimation, reduction, formation, and dispersion of air. Some think that a still undiscovered theory could freely manipulate those essential mechanisms of air. Formulating that theory is the ultimate goal of current magical research by mages around the world.
So that's the Rhizomata formula?
If it's found, manipulating air will become so much easier. Of course, we need a formula to reconstruct air from power that was originally converted from air. But Estelle's power is actually directly manipulating air. Estelle is the closest thing to the Rhizomata formula. If we can use a formula to interfere with and neutralize Estelle's power...
I don't really get it, but if you work out that formula thing, then Estelle can live in peace, right?
So by that logic, if we could control the excess of air, we could prevent provoking the Autophagos.
Awesome!
Sounds difficult.
So we're supposed to go looking for some formula that researchers all over the world can't find? Now you're really dreaming.
I will figure out this for Estelle.
Yeah, you do that.
Huh? Raven...
For a walk. All this talk about saving the world, the ultimate goal of magical research. This conversation's a little much for old Raven to keep up with.
That formula sounds nice and all, but the air is getting worse as we're sitting here.
Yeah. For now, we have to find whoever is making the Hermes Blastia. Otherwise, it'll be too late, just like Pharaoh said.
But how are we supposed to find...
If we follow whoever's looking for Apatheia, they should lead us right to them. Cores are made from Apatheia, after all.
So Flynn and Nan and their friends?
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll have to fight them.
That's kind of up to them.
What was that? This Blastia is working. Why? This one is fitted with a core.
Something's written here.
So in other words, someone used this to leave Myorzo?
It looks that way.
Didn't they get rid of all the Blastia here?
Yes. At least that...
What could a functional Blastia...
It appears that someone's left...
Estelle.
Wait, and where'd the old man go?
Huh? You don't think...
What do you mean?
The Blastia in our towns should have all lost their cores back in ancient times.
A core was probably brought in from outside It should require adjustment to function properly, but Estelle's an exception to the rules. If she can interact directly with air, she might also be able to reconstruct air to fit the core's formula.
But why would she...
Elder, could you get everyone to help us search to see if our friends are in town?
Let's look for them too.
I never should have left Estelle alone. Maybe I couldn't have done anything, but I should have stayed with her. She was so depressed.
You're not responsible for this. Beating yourself up over it won't bring her back.
I know.
And what happened to Raven?
He was acting a little strange.
Do you think they're working together?
I really doubt they'd both disappear at the same time.
But why just the two of them?
Don't make me start questioning your loyalties, Raven.
As you thought, the two of them are nowhere to be found.
I wonder what could have happened to them.
Anyway, let's get back to the surface and look.
But even if we do, the world's a big place. It's...
Perhaps the two of them went on a walk?
A walk that involves leaving the town without saying anything to us? Not a chance.
Well, only the living have the privilege of saying they'll fight to the last breath. And words like conviction and resolve don't mean much to a dead man.
Out.
Ah, well. Just when things were getting good.
Just who are you, anyway? What does the head of the Knights want with you? I can't believe I only just remembered that. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Hurry! We have to...
I understand how you're feeling, but please try to calm down.
What?
Of course I'm worried. That's why we should calm down and think rationally, right?
Oh, right.
Got any idea?
Ah, yes. The Master of Miorzo.
He's an Entelekea after all. Maybe he felt the flow of it. Did you hear it? To the west. A sea. It's not too clear, but a desert town. I think it's Jormungand.
That's the town in the sands of Kagor, where we met Duke before.
The sands? Why would they go to a place in the middle of nowhere?
Let's head there now.
You're leaving, then?
I am.
You don't need to shoulder. Haven't you suffered?
Thank you, Elder. But I... If you went...
What's happening?
What's going on?
This didn't just happen in a few days.
Maybe there was a huge fire that...
Quiet! Duke.
This could be our clue about the Rizomata formula.
That's... the dragon from...
He's traveling with Duke, huh?
I've got questions for that guy, but we have to find his...
They got away.
Huh?
There's no time. This isn't what I would have chosen.
Alexei.
Ah, looking for the princess?
Do you know where Estelle is?
What do you think you're doing?
Is this your idea of a joke?
I am at a loss as to how your pitiful sense of justice has allowed me to work with little interruption.
Long ago, there was the pirate Ifrit, and now we have the likes of Barbos and Rago. They were each of use in their own fashion, but you have performed magnificent work.
You're some of the most talented and...
What?
However, the time for fooling around is over.
So that's it, huh? It was you pulling everybody's strings all this time. Well, I'm not laughing, Alexei.
Commandant!
And yet another fool arrived.
Flynn!
Commandant! You're the pride of the Imperial Knights.
This is not treason. I am merely following the path of one who holds true authority.
And you just intend to betray the trust of His Highness Yoder?
His Highness. Yes. I think he'll be relinquishing his rank soon.
This is
Milord, all is in...
Jaeger!
Well done. I am headed for Bactian as planned. I will leave this situation to you, and Yoder's fate as well.
Yeah, you bet, my lord.
Alexei, wait!
Who said you could leave?
Stand back. If you try to stop, get the hell out of the way!
Your princess friend is at the shrine of Bactian as well, you know.
What did you say?
You'll be too late if you don't hurry!
Go after Alexei and Jaeger.
Sir!
Alexei!
Yuri, come on! Yuri?
Yuri Lowell, get...
The Shrine of Bactian is said to be located on the Hypionian continent.
Hypionia, the continent east of Desier. The Egathor forest is there.
Are we actually gonna trust what Jaeger said?
If that's where Alexei is headed, then Estelle's gotta be there.
We don't have much information.
We can't...
What's the matter, Patty?
Actually, come to think of it, didn't he say something about Eifried?
That man is the cause of it all. If we take him out...
But what about Raven?
I'll bet he delivered Estelle to them and then just took off.
No.
Well, the facts are that she's been kidnapped and... I mean, that's only...
It's possible he was captured as well.
Well, whatever. Let's...
Yuri.
Flynn.
Very well.
Just what the hell are you doing? What happened to advancing as a knight and fixing the... You've been nothing more than a damn puppet on Alex... Don't you dare tell me that the Dawn and Bellius died for nothing more than that. He was there working alongside you this whole time, Flynn.
I'm sorry.
Why, though? Did you go along with it because Yoder trusted Alexei?
His Highness is not to blame. I had total confidence in Alexei.
So your pursuit of the Apatheia at Nordopolica was on Alexei's orders?
Yeah.
You'd better start talking. There's no reason to worry about exposing the Commandant now.
The conversion of Heliord into a military installation, the abuse of the residents at Mantake, all of Cumor's activities, the forbidden development of New Blastia, all of these were carried out under the Commandant's... under
Well, you've grown up to be a model knight. Unquestioned allegiance to your country. That's nice.
The Commandant. Alexei was not always this way. You of all people should remember. Those who are just will lead lives of prosperity. That was the ideal Alexei once. That was why I...
But all it's done for you is help you lose sight of your original... Not that I have much right to preach to you, after I let them run off with Estelle like that.
No. That never would have happened if I hadn't been blind. I had grown far too used to simply obeying orders like a good knight. It was my lack of thought that brought this...
Since when is moaning and whining?
You impudent!
No. It is as she said. It is up to me to rescue Lady Estellise.
Whoa, what?
Captain, what should be done about His Highness if anything were to happen to him?
I know. That's why this brigade is concentrating all our efforts on...
But Captain...
Please.
Damn it, Flynn. I didn't yell at you to have you turn around and start telling me what to do. Brave Vespiria is going to...
Then let me join.
Captain?
A knight joining a guild?
I was unable to prevent the Royal Guard from abducting Her Highness. I am duty-bound to correct this wrong.
Give it up. You know you have no place in a guild, but if you want to come with us, I won't...
Yuri!
But you know what you have to do.
As soon as we've rescued Her Highness, I will return to protect Prince Yoder. I cannot allow the Empire to be thrown... I'm sorry, Sodia, Witcher.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Understood. Yuri.
Same here. You had me worried there. It's good to...
Alexei. So he's the one who's been advancing Hermes Blastia technology.
Yeah, it's taken a while, but everything... All right, next stop, we're gonna get Estelle and Raven out of there and show Alexei just who he's messing with.
Agreed.
Yeah. Just who does that idiot Commandant think he is?
Barbos, Rigaud, even Jaeger. Alexei was behind all of them.
And now he's taken Estelle.
I won't let him do this.
I am gonna rip him to shreds the moment we get Estelle away from him.
He must receive his due punishment. We can't let him get away.
Treating Lady Estellise in that manner. Alexei is no longer the man I trusted.
He's evil. That's all there is to it. And he will not change. It's time for some payback.
Look over there!
What is that?
It's the Heracles.
Did Alexei send for it?
That's the Entelechea, a stall. Alexei is still trying to get Apatheia, it seems.
It looked like it got away, though.
Yeah, it looked like it was forced into those ruins.
Those ruins definitely appear to be the Temple Bactian.
I wonder what Alexei's plotting this to.
It doesn't matter what Alexei's planning to do.
Right. We're just here to rescue.
But if we get too close like this, we'll end up like a stall.
Let's land a little bit away from it and
Alexei!
Jaeger, that useless worm. Can't he even swat a few pesky flies?
Alexei, what have you done to Lady...
Give Estelle back!
Estelle!
No matter. As you can see, the princess's life will fade each time she uses her power. If you care for her, then do...
Alexei!
You...
Captain, are you okay? Captain!
Sodia?
After we left, we picked up the Heracles' movements. Prince Yoder dispatched us, saying that you could probably...
That little prince never could mind his own damn business.
Well, what about you and all that pathetic bluster and bravado?
Sorry, but unlike you well-bred aristocrats, I'm not perfect.
Hey, you guys all right?
Oh!
They came to save us.
Alexei's inside the temple.
Captain, please come with us and return to His Highness.
Sodia?
It is difficult for me to say this, but this place, the one we most need to protect for the sake of the
I know that. I know that as a knight. I know that.
Then...
But this is something I need to do Please.
But...
Take us there.
It must be pretty damn inconvenient to be a knight, huh?
How can someone like you... How can the captain possibly consider someone like you his friend? Our captain is the ideal to which we all aspire. He's the epitome of an imperial knight. And yet, for some reason, when he's with you, he's not himself.
Whatever. If you're looking for someone to have a heart-to-heart with, go bug Applehead over here. We don't have time to sit around and play guidance counselor for you.
Applehead?
That's it!
Sodia, no!
Listen well. Your very existence is her...
She's pretty intense.
All right, now we've done everything we came here to do. We ask that you please take care of...
Platoon, fall out!
Yuri!
Come on, we have to catch up with Flynn.
Right. If she's forced to use her power, then it'll be too late to save her, or...
That bastard! He's gonna pay! Come on!
If we don't go after Alexei, that Antilakea we saw is gonna wind up in Apatheia.
Even from this far away, Astal's wounds look terrible. He might not hold out much longer.
I guess not even Antilakea are a match for Heracles.
Maybe that was Alexei's reason for building it in the first place.
Naturally. There's no way he'd need something that powerful just to take care of the guilds.
Whatever the case, we have to catch Alexei and stop him before it's too late for Astal.
Prince Yoder was thoughtful to send his knights to help us.
To help us? Don't you mean to help Flynn and Astal?
Coming here is reckless enough, but sending help is even crazier. Doesn't that little prince understand his own position?
That's the kind of person His Highness is. I'm sure that what's happened has caused him exceptional grief.
Are you referring to Estelle? Or perhaps Alexei?
Let's hurry.
Hey, slow down.
What are you saying? This is no time to be taking it easy.
We don't have any clue where enemies could be lurking, so calm down.
You're right. I apologize. Yuri...
Don't worry about it. We're all in this together here. Hattie, are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm extremely okay. Come on, Estelle's waiting for us. Let's hurry.
Alexei made it sound like Ifrid was one of his men.
It is true that the knights employ guilds on rare occasions, but...
We don't know whether Ifrid worked for him, right? In any case, that conversation's on the back burner for now.
It looks like the battle against you is over, Flynn.
So when did you become aware of Alexei's rebellion?
I've held doubts about the Commandant's orders for a while. After Yuri warned me in Nordopolica,
I reconsidered previous events in a new light.
And you understood Alexei was pulling the strings in the incidents with Barbos, Rago, and Cumore.
When I heard Lady Estellise was being held, I was certain. I only wish I had realized sooner.
Even so, you unraveled his plot on your own. We still have time. We'll get Estelle back.
Right. Patty, isn't it? Will you aid us in our mission to rescue Lady Estellise?
Do you even need to ask? We'll put an end to Alexei's schemes.
Of innocent waters!
You like that?
Purity!
You can't win!
And deliver our enemies unto me! Destructive hand shot! Smile of wavering darkness!
You can't win!
The sign of victory!
Yeah.
All right!
Hey, that kinda hurt.
How much does Alexei know about the Apatheia?
I only heard that a terrible power dwells within them. If the Union gains possession of them, the guilds will be able to resist the Empire in actual war. That's why the Knights were sent to gather and watch over them.
To the point of kidnapping Estelle and bringing out Hermes Blastia?
Alexei has wicked plans for the Apatheia.
But what exactly are those plans?
Lexei is still after the Entelekea Estelle.
Estelle is the Entelekea from before.
Anyway, let's just rescue Estelle, grab the bad guy, and then make him talk.
Right. We should hurry.
We should really enjoy these little times together. Yeah, we're done.
The last room looked like this too.
All these rooms look the same. I wonder if they're all like this.
I'm gonna go check out what's ahead.
Repeat.
I've heard that this kind of construction is intended to humble visitors. So this must be the approach to the shrine.
We don't really have time to be dawdling.
It's okay.
As we thought. The rooms all look the same from here on out. Repeat's sense of smell doesn't seem to be working too well either.
I see. We can't afford to get...
Here, use the... Let's make a map as we go.
You're always so well prepared.
Carol, can you do this?
Yeah, I'm good with maps. Leave it to me.
We'll be in a lot of trouble if you mess up, you know.
Don't say that!
You never did give me an explanation. What were you thinking about when you sealed off Nordopolica and the Wiesen of Karas?
I was following Alexei's orders.
And was using trained monsters his order too?
Likely so. But being unaware of the nature of my subordinates was my error. I'm not fit for command.
At least you understand your mistake.
I swear that I will correct that mistake.
Are you thinking of what you're going to do when you meet Alexei?
I'll most likely have to fight him.
Sounds like you've made up your mind.
To be honest, I can't believe it even now. No. I looked up to him for so long. I've desperately hoped that this...
Sorry, but I already know the answer.
I know. Besides, the way he has treated Lady Estellise can't be
No objection there.
Hey!
You can just call me Flynn.
Flynn, you,
You mean what he did to Rago and Cumor?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm not going to arrest Yuri. At least...
Then you mean you're going to arrest him after you bring Estelle?
Under Imperial law, the things that Yuri has done... After all, he killed two of the Empire's leading figures out of a personal grudge.
Serious?
A personal grudge? But you...
I know. Yuri certainly didn't do those things for his own sake. But that's how the law works. The corruption in the Empire is entirely irrelevant here.
Are you perhaps in doubt? Confused about which way is right?
I don't know. Is what I'm feeling doubt?
Hey, what are you doing? You're...
My, she's scary.
You still look troubled to me. Alexei is rotten to the very core. Trusting him is pure folly.
I understand that. His actions cannot be forgiven. But...
No buts about it. This is no time for doubt. You can see Alexei clearly now, Flynn.
You're right. You're more mature than I'd thought.
Am I? First time I've ever heard that.
I need to be steady myself, too.
Aye. Plant your feet on the deck and bring down Alexei.
Right.
We should really enjoy these little times together.
You can't win.
How dare Was I a little hard on you? That's the line.
If only I had been near Lady Estelle so that I could defend her.
That wasn't in the cards. She chose to travel with us.
I guess you're right.
I'll take the heat for this.
That's not what I meant. I'm in no position to blame you.
And your position is just fine.
Maybe so.
Is it just me? Or is it harder to breathe here than on the sea floor?
No. There's something going on between Yuri and Flynn.
It's an ambush! This is awesome! It's the Royal Guard.
That has to mean we're on the right...
Good call, Carol. Estelle's gotta be back there
You're a captain, aren't you? Can't you tell them to get out of the way?
The Royal Guard doesn't obey anyone but the common.
We don't have much time. Hold still. I'll make this quick.
The din of this monster! Unshackling rage! It blocks our future! Spread thy utterance, sail, and deliver my enemies unto me! Flickering blaze, burn! Fireball!
We're done.
I don't know what this is, but it looks complicated.
This is... a barrier that's been locked up somehow with an encrypted formula.
Can you open it?
It uses an ancient technology that's barely been studied at all. Even I've only seen something like this, and I couldn't even guess how long a thorough analysis might take.
I'm guessing we can't just force our way...
Locks usually aren't placed on anything that's easily broken into.
Yeah, you're right. Wait, how do you think Alexei got through here?
He probably forced the lock using Estelle's... the power of the
Which means he made her use her power again.
Lady Estelle's is...
Someone's here.
Duke, why are you here?
You? How is the young lady, the child of the full moon?
Alexei's got her somewhere up...
I see. So he has made his move.
Are you here because of him too?
The air crenny in this region has become severely imbalanced.
By restrain, you mean you actually have a way to do that?
To quiet the air crenny, the cause of the imbalance must be removed.
Just come out and say it. You mean kill Estelle.
What? That's enough. What is it with blaming all the world's problems on a single girl?
An unstable child of the full moon cannot be ignored.
You're as hard-headed as Pharaoh. I thought as a human you...
Our common bond as humans is nothing. A single life cannot be privileged over the fate of the world.
Yeah, never mind that without a bunch of those single lives, there'd be no world. Listen, she may be a bumbling, sheltered... She's none of your concern, so...
Do you say that knowing just how great a threat her existence poses?
What we know's got nothing to do with it. Our motto is always... And if that means having to get up close and personal with you...
Very well. The time has come to show me the resolve that so impressed Pharaoh. This is Dane Nomos. It is the only manner in which the air may be quieted. Raise it and calm your mind. The sword will take care of the rest.
Dane Nomos.
Duke, wait! Dane Nomos. That's the name of the sword of the Imperial line that's been missing all this time. What are you doing with it? Why does something like that have the power to control the air? Who are you?
The answers to those questions are not what you should be seeking now. Go. Soon you will learn for yourselves the true weight of the burden borne by the Entelekea.
He's a cool guy, but way too moody.
If my memory serves me right, we also ran into him in Gasparost. Who is he?
I don't know. I can't even tell if he's a friend or a foe.
Come on!
That formula! It's just like Estelle's! So that sword really is...
It opened!
Nomos, the child of the full moon, the resolve that impressed Pharaoh? Just who the hell is this Duke guy?
Well, judging from what he says, it seems he's in contact with Pharaoh.
And he has the sword Prince Yoder's been looking for. I don't like this.
Yeah, but why would he just lend us something as important as De Nomos? I thought he was stubborn, but maybe he's actually willing to listen to reason.
I wouldn't get my hopes up about that.
We just have to do what we can for now.
Yeah, let's hurry. This one's pretty tough.
Don't just stand there whining.
You like that?
Incandescent
We're done.
Ooh.
I can't believe this is De Nomos, the proof of Imperial secession.
Yuri, you can become the Emperor.
This is just for decoration. I wouldn't want to be the Emperor even if I could.
You're so young.
Says the little girl playing dress-up.
The lost proof of Imperial succession, when you get down to it. The loss of that sword was the source of all the fighting over the succession to the throne. Was Duke really the one who stole it?
Hey, give me a break. Don't go saying the Imperial Knights are gonna claim this sword.
I know. This isn't the time for that.
Duke went around using that sword to control Air Crane.
Oh, so Duke's doing the same thing as the Antilocheia.
Maybe so.
That sword, it produced the same phenomenon as Estelle did. Maybe the Rizomata formula was already worked out once before. But then, maybe it's related to the Cataclysm, like the way that the Blastia was lost. Why did that become an Imperial treasure?
There are tons of things we don't know about this sword. But let's wait to figure them out until we've settled things here. Right now, rescuing Estelle is our top priority.
Right. Let's hurry.
Such numbers!
We'll crush them all!
Obsession rage! Run through that which blocks our way! We're din of this honest land! Blast! Incandescent local
Azure Rage!
Bye-bye.
Astal, how does it feel to face your last moments in the very temple built to worship you?
Wretched human.
Enough! Alexei, please stop this!
If you are so eager to free him from his suffering, why not use your... Alone, you are nothing more than a poisonous blight to this world. I'm sure you understand that now.
Estelle, are you all right?
Lady Estellise!
Estelle! We've come to see...
You again. What stuff?
Yuri, Flynn,
Estelle! We've...
You are incapable of saving this.
Spare me!
The most glorious moment for any tool is when it is finally used. Even the poison of this world can be a blessing, and only I can do... Now, Princess, come with me. With...
Alexei!
Alexei, stop! Judith!
Weren't you Entelakea supposed to be masters of this world?
Stop it! Let us...
Oh, how disappointing. He's dead.
But how can that be?
Smaller than I would have hoped. No matter. It can be used in any number of ways.
Alexei!
Ah, you've come this far. Now, be baptized.
Take this!
What? What are you doing with that sword? What happened to Duke?
He gave this to us before he took off, and he didn't seem all that worried about you.
What irony. That which I have searched for all these years. That it would arrive at my feet only when I no longer have a need for it. With the child of the full moon, the Apatheia, and my knowledge, De Nomos means nothing to me.
Talk to yourself a lot, huh? Not a good sign. Now shut up and let Estelle go.
Huh. Are you certain that is what the princess wants?
Estelle!
Your Highness?
Estelle!
What are you talking?
As long as I'm with you all, I'll only cause you harm. But I want to be with you.
Estelle, pull yourself...
Forget about that, Estelle. Get up! If there's something you're unsure about, we'll work it out together.
Yuri...
Now, Mr. Yuri, such brash behavior does not befit a young lady's escort. Not very...
Sorry for my lack of manners. There aren't many gentlemen where I'm from.
That sword is nothing more than an annoyance now. I will...
Yuri! Everyone!
Get out of... Who's he?
Captain Schwan.
I thought you always let your knights handle things for you. What's with the change? What is it, Repeat?
I suppose there's no fooling the nose of a dog.
That voice! Wait!
Huh? The old man!
This doesn't look like a joke.
One of the Union's most important members is a captain in the Knights?
The first time we met, I didn't think it was possible.
Huh. So that's what was going on.
Wait! But what about the Dawn, Raven?
So it wasn't just the Commandant, but you too. Why?
Conversing with you is not one of my duties.
Raven!
We're in a bit of a hurry, so let us... Wait. You're not really thinking of trying to stop us, are you? What the hell?
Schwan Olterain, first captain of the Imperial Knights. Ready to do battle.
Sorry, I'm not gonna go easy just because you're old.
I would be honored to fight with everything I have.
Captain, I never thought I'd have to fight you.
I'm pleased this opportunity has come.
I hate you!
Many people hate me.
I'm so sorry that we have no choice but to fight you now.
I'm sorry I have to fight such a beautiful lady.
You should be like that all the time.
Sorry, this is the last time you'll see it.
I can't let this go! I won't let you do this!
I would expect no less from an opponent.
You are an enemy to me, and you will fall.
Very well. Let's test our limits then.
Do you intend to die here?
I am always ready to die in battle, so I fight with everything I have. Be gone! I'll blow you away!
Incandescent locust! Before me! Sharpen rage! Run through that which blocks our future! Oh, incandescent locust! Annihilate the bond before me!
Blast!
Not dead yet! Sharpen rage! Run through that which blocks our future! Flickering blaze, burn! Not dead yet! Flickering blaze,
After all this time...
I'll take out anyone who tries to stop us.
Captain Schwan.
I'm not done yet.
That's the logical...
There's potential.
Hey!
What is that?
I would have thought such a blow would be the end of me. Of this cursed body.
What the... Is that a Blastia on his chest?
It's his heart, or rather, a Blastia that has taken its place.
The original was lost 10 years ago.
10 years.
I lost my life during that war, but Alexei saw fit to give it back to me with this.
It's hard to believe he'd go that far.
So that must be a Hermes Blastia as well. Why did Baul not notice it then?
I would imagine that is because it isn't powered by air, but by my own life force.
A Blastia powered only by human vitality?
What was that?
Oh no!
That That would be Alexei. He intends to bury you alive.
But that's crazy. You're...
He couldn't pass up a chance to dispose of that sword. Now that...
So he was using Estelle to lure... This guy's even more twisted than I thought.
Hey, old man! This is no time to be standing around!
The end has finally arrived for me.
You never intended to leave this place alive.
Captain Schwan.
Who said you just get to lay down and die? Even if all your travels with us were just some joke to you. Are you trying to tell me your anger at the Dawn's death was just an act too? I thought the guilds never quit until the job was done. You go on living...
Man, you really can be a downer sometimes, you know that?
Damn, we're not gonna...
Your Blastia like that, they could...
I can't keep this up forever.
Oh, man!
Captain Schwan!
Alexei's headed for the capital. There, he'll implement the final stages of his plan. The rest...
Raven!
Carol!
But...
Move!
Must be getting soft in my old age.
Raven! That idiot! So he really was one of us after all. Damn it! You idiot!
Why'd that have to happen? Why?
Look alive! We got a princess that needs rescuing! Now step to it!
Come now. Let's go.
Stuck with another job nobody much wants?
It's nothing. We are actually in a hurry.
The Heracles is gone!
Just like Raven said, they must have left for Zophius already.
Yuri Lowell, what are you doing here? And Captain Flint?
LeBlanc?
And what is
a Tweedle?
Out with... Fools! This is not... What wonderful timing, Captain Flynn! You didn't have... We haven't been able to get a hold of him. I honestly cannot understand. We looked all over for him.
Alexei is on his way to the capital.
Ah, we've just missed him then. And... Oh, did he now?
He's in the shrine. The deep...
What? Wait, you... No, this is not... What is the meaning of this?
We almost died, the only reason we're standing here now...
That man was a...
Alexei apparently has some sort of secret plan for the Empire. We're going to make sure he doesn't get the chance to carry it out. If you are any kind of knights at all.
But how?
If we don't hurry, the Heracles...
Let's hurry.
I'll save Estelle next time. I swear it. I couldn't stand seeing her hurt more than she already has been.
Rita.
It's Estelle who's suffering. So then why do I hurt so much too?
We'll get her next time.
Yeah, we'll save her. I've had enough of seeing her used as Alexei's puppet.
Captain Schwan was long said to have been the Commandant's right-hand man. He was rarely seen even among the Knights, and it was rumored that all of his missions were top secret.
That's probably because he was engaged in work as Raven.
So, Alexei would even sacrifice his...
Likely because he'd enter the final stages of his plan. Seems the old man was just looking for a place to die. The damn Alexei knew.
That guy's like a rotting fish.
None of that matters, right?
Of course.
Right.
Heracles was headed for the capital, right?
It's got to be crossing the ocean. Everyone, keep your eyes open wider than a deep sea fish.
I can't believe Raven was an Imperial Knight. A captain.
Captain Schwan.
And his body. I guess I didn't know a single thing about him. But he still protected us.
He'd be happy to know you were thinking that. And that's all the more reason we can't turn back now.
Right. He risked his life so we could see this through to the end.
Yeah.
Let's do it! Let's save Estelle!
Yes.